Hi, I'm Hannah Campbell, and I'm going to do my evaluation about our site-specific work in the Sturchley Baths. I'm going to talk about the performance first, and then our immersive piece. Overall, I think for me the performance went really well. When in the hallway bit, when they were doing Tal, Abby, and Lance's dance part, me, Aspen, and Danny were in the cinema room. Before Lance and Abby come in, I needed to press the videos for the projections to go up. However, the speaker turned off and we didn't connect Abby's phone to the speaker. That was stress on me because that was my job. However, I did connect it back in time because I knew Abby's password to her phone, which really helped. If we did it next time, we wouldn't have that speaker. We would have not a wireless one, another one, so it wouldn't disconnect. When the videos go on, I'm doing a movement piece with a light. It was originally me doing a movement piece with a towel, but when we got to Sturchley, we changed that because a towel's really heavy to move around with, and it looked really messy on video. So we said, we have the lights, let's use them. We had a lot, and it looked more professional. And we had the idea that when you're in a swimming pool and you see lights from the ceiling, it's like glistening. And I was trying to like touch the light, but obviously I can't. There's a part in the introduction to the song. There's a little part in like a little jazzy part. And that was my cue to stand up, leave the light, and walk. So I get my towel, and then we start the performance. That was my cue. When we jumped in, I usually don't go as far as I should do, but this time I did. I rolled to the furthest to the light, so we had a lot of time to glisten and the movement piece. When Danny and Tal lift me and we go to the lights, on the performance we were a bit early, so I had to breathe. So then Tal and Abby breathed, Tal and Danny and Abby and Lance breathed. So when I did, it was time to do, oh yeah, Sturchley Baths. I'm not very good at speaking clearly, so I had a lot of practice speaking my monologue, and in the video you can hear me really clearly, which was really, really good for my strengths. When Aspen walked towards me, I looked her dead in the eye, which I meant to because we were all surrounding her. It looks more effective. When we did drown Aspen and we were walking really slowly, one of the feedback to Kelly was our toes wasn't up, but Lance's toes were up, but no one else's were. So I remember that, what Kelly said, and in our performance I kept my toe up and it goes up, down. And we went really slowly and I kept in my eye line Lance's speed, we have to keep in time. When Lance ran off with the siren, we all looked straight at Lance when the audience walked out. I didn't look at the audience. I don't think we meant to. If we looked straight at the audience, straight at Lance, it looked like we're still and we're like, because in the wartime we were like statues of the war. That was the strengths and weaknesses of our performance for me. Also, things that I can improve on in our performance. I think more facial expressions. I think, because I also forgot we have to smile when we come on smiling like that, it's a grin, but I forgot it until we were doing our glistening thing on the floor. This next time I'll remember to do a cheeky smile for the whole out. Also, like, not dead inside, but like no emotion. I kind of grinned a little bit and smirked. Next time I will be more still. And I looked around a lot to the audience and all that, which I wasn't meant to, so next time I will focus on Aspen and everyone else. I think my target would be to focus more and speak more clearly. Even though there's not a lot of speaking in our performance, overall target would be that. And facial expressions. When I did my breathing, I was a tad too loud. When we were going around a circle, I was like, I moved my hands and no one else did. So I think that would be another target. Next was the contemporary dance Sam did for us. My strengths were that I sprained my foot doing another dance and I couldn't do a turn, but in the actual performance I tried to do the turn and I did it, because it would look weird to the audience if one person's not going down. So I did it, even though it was painful, I still did it. That was a strength. We stayed a lot to the left, so T's and V's group could have their space, because we didn't want to move over a lot. However, I was hitting into Jake, who was in front of me, so we may have to, if we did do it again, we may have to go backwards a bit. Another weakness would be, when we finished our little bit, our group did this movement again, and at the end I went that and then slowly went down, which I was not meant to do, but I kind of made it as a move. I didn't do it like that, I slowly went down as it meant to happen. I didn't know when to leave, because we didn't actually do it in our rehearsal, because we didn't have the space to do it. So Lance went, so I looked at Lance in my eyeline. When he went, everyone went. However, everyone went in one part. Next time I would go in a different way, so it's not everyone going in one direction, I would go another way. Also, before we went to do our dance, everyone went to the paint and did blue, because Aspen has paint and she does that in our performance. So everyone did that to represent that we drowned as well, which looked really effective. With the dance, I think that is all, because it was long, but it was short a while, so I didn't put a lot of mistakes in, or there's not a lot of strengths. It was so. And then we had our immersive bit. Straight after the dance, we ran with our troughs and filled up water. This was hard because we didn't get a jug or anything. We went to the toilets with our troughs and filled water in. Me and Abby and Danny had that part, and then Aspen had to collect all the lights and then put the table on and everything. With that, they came in and we weren't expecting them, so we looked and then did it. If we did it again, we would already be prepared when we sat down, then start, not wait for someone to walk in and do it. For my immersive, Abby was joyful, Danny was terrified, and I was unsure about the water. So I was trying to I like it, but I don't want to touch it. And I was trying to portray that with moving around, standing up. So I stood up in the water. I put my feet in. I put it all on my arms, got my hair wet, got my clothes wet, and I was splashing it. When an audience member came up, they spoke to me. I didn't speak to them because that's what we wanted to show, that we express emotions. Emotions don't talk. I was splashing the audience to make them involved in it. That was what we wanted, to make the audience involved in the water, with the water. We didn't interact with each other. If I splashed the water, Danny would be feared about it, but it wouldn't look at me. So yeah, I kind of didn't touch the water. I moved the water without touching the water, tapping the troughs and going around the edge of the trough. So we had like plastic seats on the floor because we were not allowed to get the floor wet, obviously. And that was like plastic bags, like this kind of plastic. And when the plastic gets wet, it gets really wet and sticky. So I went round my area and it stuck to my feet, and that sound I wanted to portray to the audience. I think my weakness would be I turned too early. I think I should be neutral a bit longer than turn into my actual emotion. But next time I would not come to my emotion too quickly. Just lead up to it. But my strengths also would be I use all my body. I use my knees, my elbows, my hands, my face. I was blowing the water around. I was tasting the water. I got water and I was tasting it. Because we're meant to be aliens and not ever see water before. So we're like, what can it do? What do it taste, hear, smell like? So I was doing all the senses and using all the parts of my body. So yeah, I think overall my targets would be facial expressions for the dance piece and for all of it, immersive, the contemporary dance, and our performance, face expressions. Because in our dance piece, it's meant to be like we're letting go, like we're letting go, grabbing something and we're letting go. And I don't think I portrayed that in my face that much. I think I did a little bit, but I could have done more to portray it. I think, so facial expressions and clearness. I think, but overall my strengths would be my whole body. Because I was moving Aspen back and forward, I was moving my whole body. Because that's what we wanted to portray. We were moving our whole body because water pushes you and pulls you and pushes you and pulls you. Even in the swimming pool or ocean, it's force. That's what water will do. And also we wanted a tsunami. A tsunami has force. So yeah, my strength would be body language, and use my whole body overall. So thanks for listening. That's my individual evaluation about Search Your Baths and my site-specific work. Thank you.